Alright, so I'm cruising down the street. I'm going through Waikiki. It's not that late at night. It's about, I'd say, it's after 10 o'clock or so. And it seems to be dying down. And one of the things with Waikiki, it closes down early. It's a lot of fun, but it closes down early. You'll see people wandering the street. There are bars and clubs that are open. But as far as it being Vegas-like, where there's a bunch of stuff going on, you're not going to see a whole bunch of that. I'm going to show you a little bit of that. So I'm about to cross the street. This is Kalia. There's some people crossing the street right here. Late at night. I guess they're going out, maybe dinner, maybe have some drinks or something like that. I'm not sure. Couple of people about to cross right here. Looks like they went shopping and they're just getting back home or making their way back to whatever hotel they're part of or staying at. But it's not a whole lot of people out right now. We're gonna make our way down to the main strip of Waikiki, where you see a lot of people during the daytime, where a lot of shops, a lot of shopping, the beaches are at, and make my way down to that area. I don't know if you can see this, but this street right here is lined with palm trees. A very nice look during the daytime, and if you're looking at nighttime, you can possibly see it there too. Get this green light, and we're making the way down to the main strip of Waikiki, of where a lot of the shops start, and you see a lot of tourists walking and going around. So tourists shopping, walking. It looks like a lot of them are walking back to their hotels after a night of, having fun in Waikiki. Generally, Waikiki is a very fun place to be at. A lot of energy during the daytime, but one thing that you will know is that it's not like any other tourist beach destination where it's lively all night. Waikiki closes down fairly early, and you can see with the lack of people outside right now that they've gone somewhere. And if you compare that to with how many people are out here during the daytime, when it's light outside, you'll be questioning, where's everyone going? And it just, in Waikiki, it shuts down early. I don't know how to explain it. I guess, I don't know if it's some conspiracy or something where all of the shops decide to close down early, but they close down early and people, I guess, go to bed or either go to the few bars that are open. But I'm going to go ahead and wait for this light to change, and then I'm going to go ahead and go. If you notice this street right here, you can cross like you normally do from corner to corner, but you can also cross diagonally. That's really interesting. Alright, so there's a green light. Making my way. There looks like some police activity to the left-hand side. Looks like some police activity to the left-hand side, but don't know exactly what's going on. I'm not going to try to make my way through it. If you notice, if you're driving through Waikiki, you'll see a lot of people renting scooters, these stand-up scooters, to the people to the right, and you kind of have to watch out for them because they sometimes don't know what they're doing. Sometimes they fall in the middle of the street, and you don't want to run over them. So you can see right here, try to slow down a little bit, but you'll notice that a lot of things have closed down already. And there's a couple of street vendors, man with a bird taking pictures. But for the most part, people have gone in for the night and not really out partying, and if they are partying, they're probably in a bar somewhere, having a couple of beverages. Most of the restaurants have closed down. I think all of them are closed down by now for the night. So there's nothing else to do but to have a beverage, cold beverage, or hot, so choose to. A couple of people straggling. So I'm passing by the street where the beach is, the infamous Waikiki. Beach is on the right-hand side, of course. There's no one on it right now. Maybe a couple of people sitting on the beach, but it's largely deserted. When you're looking around, there's not a lot going on out here. Gonna cross to the far left lane. There's people going for nightly walks. And it's almost as if it's a ghost town almost, but it's not. It's just Waikiki closes down early. I don't know how else to explain it other than it just closes down early. Again, if you're here during the daytime, you'll see that the streets are lined with palm trees. Looks really nice. Alright, so Waikiki, it's a relatively safe place to be. I think it's really safe. There's cameras everywhere in Waikiki. So you never really feel as if you're in danger. And if you are, I mean, it's pretty much going to be recorded because they have cameras everywhere in Waikiki. So something happens, you can rest assured that it's been recorded, and whatever happens won't go down in vain like with you. So let me see what's going on. So I'm passing some bars, hotels. Here's Denny's. Denny's should still be open. Denny's is usually open late. And yes, I'm right. Denny's to the left-hand side. You probably can't see it right now, but it's open late for late night munchies if you have them. I'm going to take a left down Kuhio Street, or Kuhio Drive, whatever you want to call it. And there are bars down on this road that you may be able to see that are still open. It looks like some police activity is up ahead. Not exactly sure what's going on, but it looks like something eventful. We'll see. Let's make my way through here. But not a lot going on. Like some people sitting on a bench right here. I don't know what exactly is going on. I guess they're waiting for the city bus. Not exactly sure. But if you're driving through here during the daytime, you'll definitely see the difference between nighttime Waikiki and daytime Waikiki. See if I can hear a little something. Looks like some sort of police activity that they're headed to. Not exactly sure what that is, but looks like something interesting. Gonna go ahead and keep on going down the street, down Kahui Street. And I'll drive through here during the daytime and let you see what exactly I'm talking about during the daytime. It's a totally different atmosphere. So many people around here, so many people out and about enjoying the sun, enjoying the food, everything that Waikiki has to offer. And make that green light. A couple of people with their suitcases, maybe they're just getting into town just now and making their way to the hotel. Not exactly sure. Now, right now I'm passing the International Market place to the left side. I'm not sure if you can see it from there, but people are making their way from there. It's a nice shopping area. Bars, restaurants in there, but it seems like a lot of the bars and restaurants are closing down by now. And people are making their way back to either their hotel or perhaps another bar. Looks like some bar to the right hand side. So there are bars and some restaurants still open at this late at night, but they're not on the main strip. They're near the street that I'm on right now. I think it's called Kuhio Street. Kuhio Avenue, pardon me. And their bars, they're kind of hidden along the street and some of the side streets, but they're definitely open. People are making their way to those bars and restaurants because that's what's open and they're not ready to go to bed yet. Like some sort of guy dancing on the corner. Not exactly sure what's going on with him, but looks like something. Just keep on walking around. Stop sign, bus stop, people enjoying the night. And so I'm nearing Royal Hawaiian Avenue, and the crowd seems to be getting smaller by the size. I'm gonna go down some of these side streets so we can see the side streets. I just did the main street right here, and I just want to take a look at some of the side streets so you can get a good feel of what the side streets look like as opposed to just these main streets where you're not seeing a lot going on right now. I mentioned that there's some bars or whatnot that are open at night, and maybe you'll see some of these bars that are open that I'm talking about. So I'm going to make my way back to the main strip, and then I'm going to cut down to some of these side streets so we can see some of what's going on down some of these side streets. All right, as soon as this light turns green, we're gonna go do that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn down this street right here. This is, I believe, Olahana Street or Olahana Avenue. And I'm gonna go down. And I'm just gonna turn back. I'm gonna go down Olahana. They won't allow me to do a U-turn, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go around And do it the legal way, because the legal way is the right way, right? So, make my way. This is no turn on red. I'm not going to turn on red. So I have a green arrow to turn left. And I'm going to make my way down the street down here. People dancing, listening to music, dancing, jamming around. Having a good old time, but it's alright. But it's alright. I'm going to make my way down the street, and hopefully they haven't been drinking. Hopefully they're just having a good time, not just dancing and having a good time. So I'm going to make my way to this light right here, and I'm going to go ahead and turn down here so we can see some of the side streets and what's going on the side streets. Alright, so it looks like some bar to the right hand side. You see a lot of patrons out there in the street. A food truck. Looks like almost looks like the bar is closing down because people are just standing outside, hanging out, but in fact the bar is still open. I'm gonna go ahead and turn down this street right here. I'm gonna get back on Cahillo Street or Avenue, and I'm going to go down some more of the side streets so you can get another feel, a little bit more feel of the side streets. As soon as this vehicle in front of me makes its way. And they're turning right here, and I'm going to make my way down. Alright, so here's a side street right here. I'm going to turn down this street. And looks like people are sitting out in front of the restaurants having something to eat, enjoying the night. Some restaurants are still open. People enjoying their night. I'm gonna go ahead and turn down the street right here. Looks like something's going on. Alright, people in the street, I don't want to hit them. Make sure that they're safe and in place and not walking in the street. So this is a side street right here. Looks very interesting. Looks like some workers from the building right there are enjoying their time. Looks like some sort of bar or club is going on. Don't know where it's coming from, but it sounds like music somewhere. gonna make a left on it. Doesn't look like anything's happening on the street just ahead of me, so I'm gonna make a left on Kohio Avenue again, and then let's go down there. Maybe I'll go down one more side street to see what's really happening. Alright, so I'm gonna go down this one side street right here. See if anything else is going on around here. Just gonna wait for people to cross the street and make my way. I'm gonna go ahead and cross right here. It looks like some sort of club or bar upstairs in that building. And here I go. I'm gonna... Not much going on the street, so I'm gonna make my way back over to West Waikiki. See what else is going on around here. One thing about these lights on the side streets can seem like they last forever and a day. Alright, light, can you please change? Please, please. Please, 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 please. And it changed. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and go down this street. So this right here, this is the street by the canal. I can't remember what the street is called, but it is called Alawai Street that I'm going down. And seems usually in the daytime it is busier, but right now it's nighttime. It's really calm, just people just making their way through Waikiki. It's the exit road you use to get out of Waikiki. Runs parallel with Waikiki, and it's a one-way street. Perhaps like in the past it was a two-way street, but currently it is a one-way street. And I'm gonna go ahead and go through here. Yeah, so there's a canal that runs along Waikiki and Waikiki. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but there's a canal that runs along, and the street actually runs along the canal of Waikiki. So make my way across right here. And the way the streets are set up in Waikiki it's quite interesting. I think there's a lot of one-way streets, and I think they've done that strategically to keep traffic always flowing. One thing you'll notice about Waikiki is there's a lot of traffic through Waikiki, a lot of people through Waikiki, especially during the daytime, and you need the flow of people to and the cars to really go through, or else there'll be massive traffic jams because there's so many people in Waikiki, especially during the daytime. So I feel that they set up a lot of one-way streets in order to alleviate some of the issues that they've had with having just could come about with two-way streets. So this is the end of Waikiki. Did the tour. I'm gonna make my way downtown right now. All right. I'm gonna make my way to downtown Honolulu, which is very different from being in Waikiki. I'm leaving Waikiki now. Now, downtown Honolulu, it's quite interesting. They had a homeless problem for quite a while, and I believe just now they're alleviating their homeless problem because they had, for what I read, they had a food pantry that was downtown Honolulu, and it attracted a lot of people who needed food. And generally that is people who are homeless in the area, and they needed food, but there are some people who happen to be homeless that commit crimes at nighttime and made downtown Honolulu very dangerous and at times very unsightly. And in the past, people would say would stay away from downtown Honolulu because it smelled of feces and perhaps urine, and it was messy. You could find all sorts of things, trash, things that come along with drug use on the streets in downtown Honolulu. But they're alleviating that problem by moving the food pantry away from downtown Honolulu to another area, as well as cleaning up downtown, making sure that the streets are clean, and promoting development for new businesses downtown. And one of the things that people were saying was, if you get rid of the homeless issue that are downtown, businesses would start to want to move down there, making downtown Honolulu a more presentable, more pleasant place to be at. Now, downtown Honolulu has bars that are here and there tucked away, and clubs and restaurants, nice restaurants that are down there that you can choose from. But sometimes people stay away from downtown Honolulu and some of those nicer establishments, and all because of the homeless problem and, in the past, the crime that came along with being downtown. But with all that changing, perhaps it might invite more restaurants to open up, and more bars to open up, and more patrons to access, to go downtown. Because currently in Honolulu, if you're a tourist, you just go to Waikiki and that's where it stops. And generally, downtown, locals go there, while tourists, per se, just stay or venture out in Waikiki. So now I'm going down Ala Moana Boulevard, making my way to downtown Honolulu as we speak right now. And Ala Moana Boulevard, it is pretty much the main street that goes through Honolulu, near the water, near the ocean, and it goes all the way down to Waikiki. I'm passing a lot of dealerships on Ala Moana Boulevard, and I'm passing the Salt District, which is another area that has bars and clubs and restaurants that people go to. and making my way. There's a Ruth Chris Steakhouse on Alamona Boulevard, which I'm passing right now. And there appears to, not appears, but piers, as in marine piers to the left, which I'm passing. And I'm coming close to Aloha Tower. And currently I'm stopped at Punchbowl Street. And I'm just going to go around. So downtown is right in front of me. I'm going to come into downtown from the west end of downtown. And just going to cruise around the streets downtown. It's quite interesting, I believe. You'll see the difference between downtown Honolulu and Waikiki. I'm passing Aloha Tower to my left. And I'm going to be venturing through downtown relatively soon. Alright, so I'm coming up on here, and I'm just going to venture into downtown right here. And right here seems to be, what street is this? This is King Street that I'm turning on right here. And at nighttime, not a lot going on, but during the daytime at this particular area right here, there are a lot of vendors doing what they do, which is vend. But like right now, not a lot going on at all. Just people out venturing around. Looks like a guy with nunchucks. People sitting at the bus stop. I don't think any buses are coming right now, but I could be wrong. Gonna venture out this street over here. There seems to be some homeless people.